Congo, and Darfur, Sudan. The seeds of sadistic hooliganism, genocide, destruction and devastation of humanity, sown and dispersed by evil Nigeria, have grown into giant satanic trees with roots all over Africa and is devouring millions of innocent people and thousands of African communities. Nigeria is indeed evil. However, our hope and the truth is that humanity has redeeming qualities. Even the evil Third Reich of Nazi Germany under Adolf Hitler was eventually defeated and dismantled. It is this hope that humanity has redeeming qualities that kept Biafrans alive till today. And now, that evil state called Nigeria has collapsed. It is in shambles. It is in the process of being dismantled. What you are looking at, which actually still looks like a country, is a shell, the heap of hair and bones left behind after a dead animal has decayed and rotted away. That is the Nigeria that you are looking at today. Do you want evidence that Nigeria is a failed state? Okay, here it is. Breakdown of law and order. If you have been to Nigeria recently or done business in Nigeria, you do not need anyone to tell you that Nigeria is a country in the firm grip of anarchy. The state has ceased to provide the most fundamental responsibility of any modern state, which is the guarantee of law and order and the protection of its citizens. In Nigeria, individuals are now totally responsible for their own safety and protection. Nigerian citizens are at the mercy of the Nigerian army, police, customs, fundamentalist Islamic police called Hitler, who kill these citizens with impunity, rape women with flourish, often in the open markets, in police barracks and in army camps. The Nigerian police and army set up roadblocks on the highways and waterways and demand bribe from motorists and boaters. Citizens are shot with reckless abandon for failing to give enough bribe money or for not having enough money on them when the soldiers and police demanded. Bands of the Nigerian army and police routinely go into towns and villages, kidnap women of their choice, load them into army trucks at gunpoint, take them to their barracks, and gang rape them for days on end. No questions asked. Parents who attempt to go to the barracks to rescue their daughters or wives must pay big bribe money to have their raped daughters released to them, and sometimes are themselves detained only to be released on payment of ransom. Agents of the Nigerian government are now the greatest threats to the lives and safety of the people of Eastern Region Biafra. Businessmen and women from Eastern Region Biafra who import goods from foreign countries must clear those goods at Lagos ports, despite the fact that there are ports at Port Harcourt, Calabar and Warri in the Eastern Region Biafra. The consequence is that containers of goods belonging to businessmen and women from Eastern Region Biafra are confiscated arbitrarily and for no reason at all. The goods are then sold by the Hausa Fulani and Yoruba customs officers who pocket the money and make themselves rich. Sometimes such goods imported by Biafrans are arbitrarily confiscated and then given away as gifts to the northern emirs and western others, the traditional rulers from Hausa Fulani Yoruba ethnic groups, who sell the goods, pocket the money and enrich themselves. This act of open robbery, open brigandage by the Nigerian government is costing Biafrans billions of dollars of lost wealth every year. The greatest enemy anyone from Eastern Region Biafra has today is Nigeria, in the Nigerian government and its security agents. Total breakdown of social services. One of the responsibilities of any functional modern state is the provision of social services for its citizens. include electricity, water, good road, rail and air transportation. Onitsha, the commercial net center of Eastern Region Biafra, with a population of over 3 million people, has not had potable water in over 30 years. A 30-year-old man or woman who has lived in Onitsha all his life and has never traveled outside Nigeria may not be able to imagine or describe what pipe-borne water that comes out of a faucet is or looks like. The same is true of Aba, another commercial net center in Eastern Region Biafra, with a population of nearly 3 million people. Port Harcourt, with a population of over 2 million people. And Enugu, Umuahia, Calabar, Uyo, Warri, Nsukka, Asaba, and other towns in the Eastern Region Biafra. Despite being taxed and forced to pay huge electricity bills, the government of Nigeria is incapable of providing that basic service to its citizens. As a result, Nigeria is the world's #1 importer of electric generators. Thousands of people die from carbon monoxide poisoning as a result of operating electric generators in poorly ventilated areas of their homes and apartments. Nigeria is the most dangerous place in the world to fly in an airplane. The 19th century planes flying in Nigerian airspace can only be described as flying mugs. Rail transport has completely broken down. So, what is left in social services? Nothing. It's all gone. The state has completely abdicated its responsibility. Nigeria is a non-functional state.
It's still happening. Nothing has changed. The same issue, not solved. They are telling you one Nigeria. When you speak, when you call the authorities to the attention as to what you are not getting, you'll be arrested. But these same people are the ones that are supplying electricity to neighboring countries, Ghana, Togo, name it. But to the Biafrans and to the DDS, modern amenities are not good for you. They'll make you sick. Rather, they'll put in obstacles that will slowly make your health deteriorate. And when you speak, they'll come for your arrest. When you criticize the government, they'll come for your arrest. When you demand justice, they'll come for your arrest. Why all the arrests? You talk about democracy. What does it mean? If it is what you say it is, then are your actions are your activities indicative of a democratic country? The answer is no. You have the judiciary. Yeah, how it operates is beyond me. Instead, they will use police. They will use police. What they have been doing, what they have been saying, these are things, when you look at them, you wonder if all these things are worth accepting. You can't accept it. You see, after the war, we went through hell. We went through a lot of issues, and we triumphed. We triumphed because we are very dedicated. We don't depend on people to do things for us. We do it for ourselves. There was a touchy aspect of that clip you listened to. With the exception of those that have lived in big cities, I don't think most of them know what a pipe-borne water is. I don't think they know. Right after the war, the Biafrans instituted public water. Taps were running. Amenities being provided. Then the back hand of the federal government started showing up. The flourishing universities and high schools that were booming started to die away. The hand of the federal government not to see you excel. Where are our chiefs? Where are our aces? Where are the egos? Where are the politicians? As we speak, most of the buildings are dilapidated, the school buildings. Instead, you have the politicians building universities in their name. Self-aggrandizement. Each one comes up, oh, I'm building a university. This one comes up, yeah, I'm building a university. What if your life expires? What happens to these universities? You did it at the expense of the general school system, just to be noticed, just to put your name on record that you had a university and you built one. Why am I mentioning it? Pomposity, self-recognition. You are above any other person, and that places us squarely in Imo. We are a hand-picked APC governor, a fourth place finisher, is telling you that he's giving you orders when to eat and when not to eat. When somebody who does not know the law, when somebody who does not respect the law, when somebody has no feelings for his fellow human beings, but rather will serve the Fulanis, when somebody who can import Boko Haram to his community, is this somebody you will listen to? And these are the same people of his type are the ones that are telling you the federal government the federal government. The federal government. In as much as other regions, the Middle Belt, have recognized the dangers and have taken a stand. The stand they have taken is that they will not be bought over. They have been fooled, they have been deceived. Where do the Igbos stand? The Biafrans. Where do you stand? If the Igbos can defend their own, they do things in unison. Go to the wildebeest and watch their behavior. It seems that they behave better than Biafrans. Your sons are attacked. You watch. You will not say anything. You run away. You know who is attacking your people. Instead of avoiding them, you go and bring them. Ask me the sense in what you're doing. Why you are doing what you're doing? Just to feel important. Just to show that you have the power to kill your own people. Does that make sense? Your son is being dragged around with your own help, with your own instigation, with your own planning. The most heinous crime human beings can commit. Biafrans committed them. Those that you look at, you say they are your chiefs. Those that you look at, you say they are your elders. They sell their own. They sell their children. They bring dangers to their women. They bring dangers to their daughters just for contract. One more contract. Back to where this case is leading us. You were at the federal court yesterday, and some statements people make, I laugh. When people open their mouth and speak, what are you saying? What's coming out of your mouth? You want justice. Then ask yourself, what justice? Who will deliver that justice? What do you mean by justice? Is justice by trying a case that has no business being in the courtroom? Is justice you're talking about the extraordinary rendition committed by the prosecutors, people that defied the law to carry out the law, people that did not follow the procedure to carry out the law? Then what is the law? And how are you talking about justice? Is the preliminary justice not one court holding, release your hostage? And you say you're coming, Nnamdi Kanu is your son. When I had it, I said, well. Did you condemn the procedures used to arrest him? No, you did not. Did you call to question the actions, the activities of those involved? No, you did not. Did you ask why Nnamdi wasn't in the court? No, you did not. And somebody said, I think they have killed him. And I think anybody that has hand in our leader's arrest will have questions to answer. Just like I said about building of universities by individuals to show how much they have, so it is to those that mistreat their own people to show how powerful they are. When you do these things, you expect respect. You do them for people to acknowledge and bow down to you at the expense of your children. Did you hear my name? Was my name mentioned? Do you see I am a public figure? Do you see I am number one? Do you see I am the honorable that have no honors? You were there to watch a case, and those involved are nowhere to be seen. I urge our people, the Biafrans, to borrow a leaf from the Oduduwas, to borrow a leaf from Middle Belt. You have to find out what you are not doing right. You have to find out why you are not responding the way you're supposed to respond. It is gross carelessness that which drives you to success is the same thing that will drive you to your end. When you don't have anybody, you don't have anything to say to anybody, because you feel every other person is a miscreant. But you're not. Your son, your uncle, your in-law, your father is being persecuted for speaking on your behalf. There's some scrupulous element that wanted to be noticed around the courtroom. They came, they made their noise, and they went home. One lesson our people learned yesterday is very simple: endurance. There is a limit to human endurance, but at the same token, you must not fall into any trap. Yesterday, innocent people that came to be with our leader were arrested, and I ask you, why did you arrest them? Several of these honorables asked the question, why were they arrested? Nobody's talking. It has become our nightmare that nobody talks. Nobody Nobody questions the authorities. It is more common from Biafra land. Nobody asks questions. Nobody demands. Nobody puts up a very strong statement say it must not continue. And when you give them the power, you give them license to kill. What do you expect? When you go and invite them, when you go and invite the Biafrans to come and burn our villages, what a crime. Nobody condemns. Do you see where we have issues? Do you see why Ipob is number one? Do you see why the world respects Ipob? You try to criminalize us when we didn't commit any crime. You call us miscreants because you have your billions. You call us miscreants because you could go and raise billions to see that your son is arrested and killed, so that you have an opportunity to campaign for a political ambition. But the people, what the people? You were at the courthouse yesterday, and you listened to the barristers. We all listened to them. We all listened to them. And what did we get? Nothing. The ones that are pointing to you the issues and need for it to be free are the ones you are attacking. Only Olubadan delegations arrived Benin Republic for Iboho's trial. They went there. What did you say our son did? Nothing. The same Ohanese that is part of our problem, that have put us in this issue. They talk. I don't know who they are representing. I don't know. Soro shows up, he's arrested. Arrest and arrest and arrest and arrest. It never ends. And therefore, to make it very possible for more arrest, they will build prisons instead of creating jobs. And this is what happened at the courthouse yesterday in Abuja.
We did not see Mazi Chukwuemeka Alozie. We only heard that he was robbed and he was active. And then NNAMDI'S our son. So if he was taken away from Kenya by unlawful means, under the rule of law, he must be brought to court. And the reason given by the prosecution is actually questionable. They said it's a problem of logistics. In simple language, the DSS said they didn't have a vehicle to bring him. As far as I understand the word logistics, and it did not make sense. So the court did not handle the matter today because they cannot have a trial in the absence of the suspect. And as American is being treated like a criminal, it's not a criminal, it's only a suspect. And it's only a court that was
announce that word. Everybody presently was on the farm of he was discussed. Although I insisted to find out from the institution why he was discussed, which I never got how I think they got manifest. But we understand the connection just as me. So that apparently is the reason why he was discussed. So we started today. So the court said they need fair from CPA, they never need to proceed during this application. So that has been resolved. We are going to initiate a communication with CPA to ensure that that is meet his message to try doing this application. So the law when I think I okay and the next ruling by the opportunity abụọ na otu nke ọnwa October. Ọ gbagoro na a ga-akpọrọ tachi and ọ gbado anyị ka anyị ga-efe ya ka anyị na-ekpe nsọ to assure ourselves na ọ dị mma. Kedu maka ihe ụfọdụ na-ekpegasị na mba ofesi banyere okwu a? Kedu otu ndị ga-anwasị aga? Emesịa ụlọ ga-akpọrọ anyị ga-eme press release. Eketara ndị njikere na oge akụzi dịka ekwu na ọtụ enyegwu ike ikekwu n'okwu ya anya. Anyị ga-abịa n'isi. We depend on you, the press, to ensure that justice is done. As my colleague from Normandy said, not just being done, but seems to be done. This one doesn't so well done. We advertise the 26th of July. I woke up at normally by 5 o'clock to be here. I came here, I walked 1 mile to get to the court. And the cases that I did see before I was looking for on the ground of the distance. Which were supposed to look in of the distance. The press, all of us are on trial. Nigeria is on trial. And you, the press, must take the lead in defending Nigeria and democracy.
You see the misstatements. You're not defending Nigeria. Nigeria is attacking you. Nigeria is attacking your son. Nigeria is accusing your son of things he did not do. And you say you're defending Nigeria. Based on what? It goes back to say we defend the people that kill us. We invite the people that kill us. And you say you want justice. It is a case that should never happen. And what I expected was a statement like unconditional release of your son because he committed no offense. But instead you're saying fair trial. Choice of word. Things we say, how they come back to bite us. How can you expect a fair trial when he was arrested unfairly? How can you expect fair trial when they committed rendition? Things forbidden by international community, which the zoo was signatory to. If they can violate international law, if they can commit all these atrocities, you expect them to give your son a fair trial. When they go and commit international banditry, kidnapping, hostage taking, terrorizing innocent individuals, I ask you, men with common sense, what if they succeeded in killing Mazi Chukwuemeka 2017? Would they have come back today to say they are having a court case? The answer is no. Why? Because Nnamdi was presenting himself to the court. They have 11 charges. 8 thrown away because no merit, nothing to the charges. The remaining 3 to be cleared. And for the fact that they couldn't stand to see the trial completed, they went after him in his home, in his father's royal compound, and killed 28 people. They killed Jack, a dog. And people you are charging, the press, are the same ones writing that he jumped bail. And then it becomes confusing what you mean by jumping bail and what jumping bail means. If all things are equal, you are due to be in the court for a case and you did not, then that's where jumping bail comes in. If you have a client that wants to come to the courtroom for his trial, you set the date, you accuse him, are you coming or are you not coming? Say, I am coming, I will be there. And I will come with my men. Millions of them. What did they choose to do? Go and attack him in his home. And what's the similarity in this trial? Those that came to be with our leader were arrested. Why were they arrested? Are they not supposed to be in the courtroom when you're talking about democracy? They are supposed to. They were arrested. That goes back to my question. Why are the senators not calling for the immediate arrest? And, immediate release and the arrest of all those that arrested the protesters? Do you see why it is a lawless society? You look at the policeman. All the people he encountered, he drew his gun. That very policeman that was in Abuja High Court, at Abuja High Court, every person he got in touch with, he drew his weapon. What does that tell you? I am important. Nobody is going to challenge me. When you come to Sowore, around Sowore, you drew your weapon. When you come to Ipob people, you chased a single man and you drew your weapon. Lack of communication. No sense of communication. And you say you're building bridges, whereas you lack communication skills. No communication, nothing whatsoever. They have more to answer. Without any delay, the African Union should do the needful. Bring Nigeria to African Court to explain. Why don't Britain set up inquiry, immediate inquiry, as to what happened, why it happened, and how it happened? They did not do that. When you have people continue doing carrying out policies that are very anti-progressive, policies that retired you, policies that make it very difficult for you to progress, why do you listen to such people? Why do you continue to be around those people? Have we not respected Britain enough? It is this respect that makes us look stupid. It is this respect that makes our elders utter irrelevant and senseless issues. They don't know what the issues are. They are not up to date with their information. But here they would like to tell you what they know. They would like to tell you things that are not possible. But you say respect your elders. There come a time when the elders are supposed to take the back seat. It's like having a driver. You can drive. You drive very well. As you age, you become a danger to road users. And that is when you employ the skill of a driver. When you can no longer see properly, when your brain can no longer interpret the scenery, then you know it is time to employ the services of the youth. So it is to the Ohaneses, so it is to the Igwes, so it is to all the elders. When you say respect your elders, we respect our elders, but you have to cut your path and not put yourself in a position where your intelligence will be questioned. Later on yesterday, information came that they have decided to allow our leader to have visitors. That means his lawyers and then his close relatives. They are doing that to show you nothing happened to him. He is okay. Why are you holding him? Why are you harassing him? Why are you attacking innocent people? And you talk about democracy. It does not exist. I don't see it happening. And I don't see the zoo changing. Remember my first clip. Nothing has changed. Since that time till today, the same issues. These same issues are what we've been going through. To our people. To our people. Let me say this. We are justified to be angry. But at the same time, when you want to do something, you will do it. And you're going to do it at the right time. You don't have to come to the air. Because when somebody's attacking you in your home, you defend yourself. It is not a crime. You have a body that's responsible for the well-being of ESN, Biafran people. You have the welfare department. You have all these people. So when you have an issue, it is okay to express your feelings. That is your right. That is why we give you the forum to explain your own stand. If it's good, fine. If it's not, we let you know. And at the same time, you know that it is your opinion, not the opinion of everybody. You're justified to be angry. And there's getting to the point where you say you cannot be pushed around anymore. You are quite correct. But on the other hand, we have to do things in a civilized way. We are dealing with people who are not civilized. So you have to plan. All they want to do is law you and say you are a terrorist organization. Don't you see what we told you? You see, we told you they are terrorists. We told you they are violent. We told you this. What do? They provoke you. They provoke you to do things you wouldn't normally do. You have the strength to withstand them. But just hold on a little bit more. Biafra is coming. Biafra is coming. We understand. We know how you feel. There's nothing wrong with the way you felt yesterday. Authorities, they see what you don't see. They know what you don't know. And it is not one person. It's a group of people entrusted to run the affairs of the nation Biafra. Why are you attacking flags? Why attacking Ipob? Why are you attacking Biafrans? Goes back to the hatred I've been mentioning. I have been talking about it. Hatred. Hatred. It is too deep. Very, very deep. And the only way you can end it is by getting out of this holy matrimony that will end your lives by committing marital suicide. At least somebody is conscious to say enough of this marriage. Now we can separate, we can divorce and go our ways. Why is it a crime? Why is that an offense? And the same person you are going after, the same person you're playing gun on, when you turn you around, he is right behind you. What do you get from that? They don't care. They want to get rid of you. That's what they want to do. We opened the phone line because I started early to in case there's an update from Biafra land, we can cover it. That's why I opened early. And the phone number is +1 484 767 0848. +1 484 767 0848. Live broadcast from Radio Biafra USA. Caller, your name and where you're calling from. Caller, your name and where you're calling from. Okay. That line dropped. And, we'll go on with it. If you look at the statements they make towards Biafrans, it's always a must. You must. You must. No atom of belonging, no atom of respect. What they tell is you must. Orders. Orders and orders. Therefore, enough is enough. We are tired of orders. We are tired of not belonging. So we must belong to ourselves. We must learn to put our own interest first before that of other people. Caller, your name and where you're calling from.
Hello, sir.
Good morning from here. Go ahead.
Good afternoon, sir. Mazi Chukwuemeka from Biafra.
Welcome.
Yes, sir. Actually, we are really not happy with what is going on. That is something I have actually taken this afternoon from your program. And another thing I want to say, I'm amazed that apologizing to the clerk. Did they tell the youths to apologize to Afrobeat's thief when they went to burn his house and burn his Honda limousine? You know, they always find fault in the things that we do at all times because they know how to. They are the kind of people that despise their own people. I'm still waiting for the elders to come out and tell the youths to go and apologize to Afrobeat's thief when they went to attack his building and he ran away. These organizations are a pack of dogs. They don't exist. Let us stop discussing the issue. They don't exist. They are animals. And we need our leaders' brother and sister to go and see him. Let him speak Igbo to them and talk to them. Let us be sure that our leader is there. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. They will visit our leader. They will, excuse me, they will visit him. And that's why we say we do things in a very civilized manner. They will go see him. They will confess in us. We saw him. We spoke to him. This is how he is. After all is said and done, is he supposed to be there? No. Who put him there? Our own people. Caller, your name and where you're calling from.
Good morning, Mazi Alozie.
Good morning, Chukwuemeka. How are you?
I'm okay.
Go ahead.
My name is Chukwuemeka. I'm a native of the Shago Biafra land. I greet you once more, Mazi Alozie, for all your effort on this journey. I greet my leader, our leader Mazi Kanu, for a sound lady. Yes, this are amazing. This very group called Ohaneze. Somebody said now they are going to do crack to apologize. It's just like exactly what will happen during the end of SARS when we take kill our people, no people. Instead of talking about their people that was killed, they go to Otakot, Iguacha, to dance with Mike. What a shame. What a shame. What a shame. This group called Ohaneze supposed to be destroyed until we find a way to deal seriously with all these criminals that Fulani selected to use them to destroy Igbo race. Until we understand what is happening. Ohaneze is the worst thing that can happen to Igbo race. Ohaneze, you know Ohaneze, we hate your that man. Only that man make it very clear that Ohaneze are criminals. George Obiozo is criminal. Fulani allow George Obiozo to be a chairman or whatever they call him for Ohaneze to destroy Igbo. That is number one. Number two, everybody must pay attention. For there will be no election starting from Anambra. Igbo people must raise up. Our leader has raised alarm so much that if you are a good listener to our leader broker, you will understand that our leader has said everything. It's not for the people who are hearing this good news to make use of it. Igbo people, Biafra in general, ultimately will back and the so-called Ohaneze destroyed. These people are evil men that Fulani are using to make sure they conquer the south, east, and take over the northern. Now, I was about to hear somebody who will challenge the Fulani for saying that Nigeria is their father's estate. Nobody has ever come up and challenged the Fulani. What they are interested in, the Kanu, Ipob, ESN, how people are useless. I regret to be a black man. Our leader has said it down with the number. How can a black man in Nigeria today, talking about Nigeria by now, allowing the British to use them as a rag, as a toilet roll, use toilet roll. Over 16 years, over 16 years. Hand is in this evil act. Let me tell you, This is, we are not making mouth. You are bringing a generational what you are doing to Nnamdi Kanu. You are not doing it. You are doing it to all the whole Biafrans. So, if any scratch happens to Nnamdi Kanu, if they say something to Nnamdi Kanu, we will engage ourselves to that thing that you are doing for so many years, and we must make sure that you see your generation, you and your generation. I am saying the wealth that comes from this our land. When you feel that your hand is in this, we are telling you this for you to know this, that this wound that you are scratching our body, we are feeling the pains. We all are feeling the pains of this end. Not that person you think that you are doing. You don't love us, you hate us. You jump up every day, say you want to have an election. Look at our road. Look at where we come from. Everywhere is like the doom. We are dying in our road in daily basis because of your act. You have the money that they're giving to you to Abuja. You take care of your family. You make sure that you and your family is living comfortable. That when your people are dying, the only man that came to speak for us, you all are dangling up your claim. Or you have made anything over. Like Bununa, check it out between all. It's a promise to all of you, man. Thank you so much.
There were. When you see and you watch people, you expect them to talk and they're not talking. You ask yourself why they're not talking. Why are they not talking? It has become our way of life. When things are happening to us, we keep quiet. But you have your mouthpiece, you have the one talking. Then you want to keep him silent. You want to silence him. It will not happen. We have voices, and they are voices of reasoning. And so will they continue. We have people that are somehow intelligent. They must show their intelligence now and stand very firm. Call your name and where you call from.
Mazi Alozie.
Good morning.
Yeah. I think Chineke na one ke bo ligwe. Molete umbe. Ko chekwu. Chekwa Nnamdi Kanu. Ebe ọbụla ha tinyere ya. Ọ ga na ebe ndị mmụọ ozi na-eleta ya anya. Ọgwụrụ ma anyị n'onwe anyị nwee ike ileta ya ndị mmụọ ozi na-eleta ya anya. Ọsọ ọwụ Chineke kpọrọ ya okwu ahụ. O ji bịa ifefu anyị. Asị m ka Chineke na-enwere gị n'ekwara ya. Nwere ndị niile ndị isi ndị na-agba mbọ n'ọnọdụ a anyị nọ n'ime ya. Ka Chineke chekwa n'ihi na ha Kraịst onye nwanyị. Maazị mmekuru mụra. Nwa April akpọrọ gị. Ana m wụ na from Ben, the local government.
I remember.
When you are going to ihe mega nne esighị n'aka Fulani. Ihe mega nne esighị n'aka ndị Awụsa. Ihe mega nne na-eme anyị si anyị n'aka. Maazị ndị buga n'ụwa Gọvanọ Okezie Ikpeazụ, my own governor, Uri Asnas, n'olukwu ya ka n'olu echi ya bịa dike m ka ekwesị kpọọ ya ọkụ kpọọ generation ya ọkụ. Gọvanọ Obianọ, Gọvanọ Ugwuanyi, Gọvanọ Efu Ekwensu, Gọvanọ Uzodimgba, and George Uzodimgba ka ihu ya dịka ihu ọzọ. Ngige Chimetotio Ọchị na ndị ji anyị nọ because of ego ọbara ndị a na-eri. Ha achọghị ịnya ntị ihe mego ụmụ ha. Ha chere na ha ga-anọ n'ụwa forever. Ofu ụbọchị a ga-achụwa ha niile one by one. Anụ ka a ji na-achọ ha one by one ahụ ya mere ife adịnarịrị bitere ya ojukwu ka otu ha si na-ebitere Nnamdi Kanu ya mere ife na-enwe lineage ya awụ ihe ga-agbara ha niile ọdụ nke ebe enwe lineage ha niile ga-anwụsị one by one. Ihe a ndị anọ a na-egbu ụmụaka ha na-egbu ụmụ ha ha sị na ọ ga-adịrị ha na mma, ọ gaghị adịrị ndị a na mma because ihe ahụ gara court. Ọwụ Chineke onye nyere m aka ime escape ndị a na-agarabari n'isi nga maka Chineke nyere m aka m nwere awụsa ifichie ha sị m ga-ada na side ncha gara ụnyaahụ ka m ji mụra na those our ministers, senators, governor ha ma ihe mege nọ ndị a na-agwa ndị a ihe ha ga-eme. Anọ m yesterday ghọta ije anyị na-pass through ọwụ dis people ọha niile gankere up. Ụjọ ji ndị anyị na ha na-eme ihe ji ha mana ndị nke a na-agwa ha bịala ebe oke uru azụ ekiri na ngụda dị n'ime ụlọ ka ha bịa taa ya. Ụjọ ji ndị a ọsọ nwere ihe onye Awụsa gwara m ya ka m ya na na-asụ Awụsa. Onye Awụsa sị m beri gị amaka n'ụtani nkwu shimegharị ikekwu n'ọwụ agwa pepụ ndị ji anyị nụ na ọwụrụ ha nwa ji anyị n'ọwụ ha ndị agwa pepụ ji anyị. Maazị na-ekwusi ike ma ha chọghị iwe chọọ ụmụaka ndị a ụmụ ha ma nwunye ha ọha nwa gbue ha. Maazị ekwumokwu a n'ime April ga-echeta Ghana rekpunye m kpọrọ gị cheke dị rekwado ya mee megide ndị a gburu ha onwere ihe ụra anyị na-eme kwasọ ndị na-enye ndị Fulani obi sie ike si ha wụla onye ri ego nke riericha ọsị chọrọ ya 100 million 100 billion na achọrọ ya na onwere nsogbu ebe these people nwere ike inwe obi. These people bụ ndị gọvanọ ọhaneze achọ nwoke a ga-esikpata Nnamdi Kanu. Ndị Kenya gwa ndị a na a ga-akwụ ha 2 billion ndị federal gọọmenti ihe nwe ha dịka ego a na ọnwụrụ ha kwetara 1 billion na ọka ha mara ihe ha ga-eme. Kenya kwete these people obi tara mmiri si ọha na-ekwesị ga-agba ndụ forever. Ha kwete ha tụọ ego a wụrụ federal gọọmenti tụọ ego a si were chebulata Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu ekwe ha ka ha n'obi udo ma okwe ha ka ha mee elekshọn. Maazị uche unu dị n'anya na-eme ọgwụ maka elekshọn ihe ha ji si ka kala pụtara kọt. Onye Awụsa kọrọ m ọtụtụ ihe ụnyaahụ. Onye Awụsa o ji okwu Awụsa gwa m ọtụtụ ihe zoro ezo. ọsọ our people, our own people. Now you tackle our people, now tackle our people, now I got be free. Now our own people we hate China. We go federal government in the Kenya, now our people throw ya here. How would it? When they Kenya here. We have another argument. Na okupo na makage si defend there. Block everything. Mazi. Okay, Lamba get change your strategy. I get you suggested. Okay, Rugo. Because we die, the men and young Panabam every day. Ntepaha. Be a man. Keep it back.
Mazi
Ndo, when
Ndo, that's fine. When did it?
Mazi Chai Mazi Kodewa Mama Humpadanya when it was step letter. I would need my own people. I had that not to. When I was much making, I want to buy not to. When I was my green, I have a not to the air. And I have not to. When I hear car, Mama Huntara, why you more here? Premier step. Mama Huntara, when I want more here? May step, my seat. God, that number.
So that number, Mazi, that number. Because those people know you will be. Mama, that work here. Although you don't be. When that don't be Mazi, looking at Tamara Gemewa, one people. Or do good guy. Or the flooding, our people, the guy. Our dear eye. Our dear eye. Mazi. Well, remember, I make it to your room. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Mazi.
There were. Thank you. If you're wondering why I let him say what he's saying, I could tell where he was headed, and you could tell we are responsible for what is happening to us. I mentioned them. We are responsible. And our leader is there today is because of them. They want to be elected. They want to be governor. Where are you governing? Who are you governing? You don't have a country. You are not safe. You want to be a governor. Your land is missing. They are encircling you. You are bringing them in more and more just to be a governor. You're inviting killers. You're inviting rapists to come and rape your wife and your daughters because you want to be a governor. You sell your sons because you want to be a governor. We have a problem. We have a problem. When you think deep, when you think very, very deeply into what we're saying, we have very, very serious issue to deal with. This type of lifestyle has permeated us so much that we couldn't even know that we had gotten to that extent. Every evil we do, we glamorize it. Every atrocity that we commit, we glamorize it. Because we have established our own niche. And that niche we carved out is the niche of, do you know me? Abaranze. Aputobi. I keep hammering on this thing. We have built that mentality so much that anything short of that is nothing. Director this, managing director this, executive this. Titles upon titles upon titles that is leading us nowhere. You see the right thing to do, you don't want to do it. You're cheating your own son. You are leading your son to death. You have no conscience. You have no feelings. Nothing deters you. And many things are absent. In today's world, many things are gone. Call out your name and where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Biafrans. I'm listening to the comments. What I want to say is we are showing ourselves. So I believe that what you said to do, I was listening to that man, I was crying. So the right man, the only way to make such to cry. This people is hyper engaged. If you take them, use one person as an example that you know that. But that's in fear. You see fear inside there. This is their own contribution to this.
It's painful. It is painful. We have deteriorated, if I can use that word. We have degenerated. We have lost our ways. Before it used to be husband and wife. That makes the family, husband and wife. The husband is doing something, the wife must know. And when the husband is going the wrong way, I say, Papa boy, where you're going is a no-go area. Come back. That doesn't exist anymore. Because that person that is supposed to alert you about your deviation from the right way is not there herself. She's busy pursuing contract with the Fulanis. And then who is going to checkmate who? And how did they get the contract? They don't get it for nothing. Now you've sold your pride. And when she comes home, because she's the boss. It's okay to be the boss, but you've lost your pride. Even though call her in your presence, you say, Malam called you. We have degenerated. We have lost our ways. I'm not here to teach you morals. I'm pointing out things that we've done, but we never knew we went astray. We never knew. We have gone astray to the point that nobody can say this is right or this is wrong. We expose our people to danger. When the other people are jailing, they see the dangers in the world. They are coming together as a people to save themselves. What do? We the Biafrans will continue to disperse like oil-bean seed. Yes, yes, you're the one that did that. Yes, my brother, they are killing your brothers. They are taking your land. You've not done anything to checkmate them. Instead, you come out and tell us who is killing what. And then you have narrated you the story of our leader, Mazi Kanu. And that first clip I played, was he around when all these crimes, all these mistreatments, marginalizations? No, he was not there. Because he opened his mouth to say, don't treat us this way. That is the crime he committed. Because he says, save our people. These people have come to the point where anything you say is an offense that you committed. You saw the lawyers yesterday struggling to get into the courthouse in Abuja. Was that supposed to be so?
To you.
cannot continue everybody. And if you don't continue everybody, that means you give me a list of people that will enter. Everyone cannot enter now. If you enter now, you will enter. What will you do? Okay, give me now. Your boy is not telling you.
Excuse me. Do you have any?
You have a courtroom. You know the lawyers are supposed to be there. They have access and you blocked it. And you alone decided that everybody cannot enter. I wonder if it is a bedroom or whatever. That's what you have to determine on your own. Call out your name and where you're calling from.
Mazi Alozie, good morning.
Welcome, Ugo.
Thank you, Mazi. Mazi, my name is my man Ugo Onyejaka. I am the national PRO of Ipob here in the United States, and I'm calling from Washington, D.C. Mazi, Amiibo is the home of the tiger, and Amiibo is the home of King Judicial of Ipob. Mazi, I thank you for all that you do for Biafra, and I thank God Almighty for Mazi Kanu. Mazi, please, I want to say something this morning, and what I want to say is that the problem that we have, that is the Biafran have, is the problem that comes from within. Is the problem from within. Because there are a lot of the politicians and the Biafrans that want to make money, but they do not know that the money that they are making, they are mortgaging our life. So what we are going through today in Nigeria is because of all those people, our elders, our chiefs, the ruler, the traditional ruler, the so-called older elders who say that they are speaking for us, the politicians who are going there just to make their money. They are the ones that have sold us next to nothing. They don't care about what is going on with us. They have sold us because the thing that is happening to us come from within us. That's what we have to understand. And until we start doing something about it, believe me, we will still be crying every day. Because if you check all the part of the indigenous people in that country, all of them, when they speak, they're speaking with one voice. They'll do the ones when they talk with one voice. Then even the middle belt, when they talk with one voice. Even the Fulani that are killing us, they come there with the one voice. Their elders, when they say something, the young people say something, the elders better do it. If not, they will burn down their houses. But why is it that we are still complaining and talking? When we have identified our problem, our problem are those people that have decided that they're going to work against us. Our problem are those people that have, because of their selfish end, then they want to wipe us out. They do not care about our existence in that country. That is our people. They do not care. What they care about is that they make the little money they can make. Look at all those people that have acquired all those wealth, all those time, all those, all of them that have wealth. So where are they now? All those people are gone. But what about their children? Those money they suffer to make, where are they? That money is gone. So what I am doing today is that I am calling on all the Biafrans. I am calling on all the Biafrans to know exactly that the people who have put you in this, the type of problem that you are the elders among you. Look at the Edwin Clark of 90-something years old. A 90-something years old, so he is supposed to be in, that is nursing home. He's supposed to be thinking about, what he achieved on earth, the legacy that he left behind for the children. But he is still very relevant. That is in what is going on in that contraction. Look at Obasanjo. Obasanjo is the worst thing that has happened to us. That is the Igbos. Because Obasanjo was the one that just took the Bakassi Peninsula and gave to Cameroon. Obasanjo is the one that created this Fulani Caliphate by creating the part of the north to be ruled by the Sharia. He is the one that gave them that Sharia. It is the same Obasanjo. Obasanjo is the one that have done everything that Obasanjo can do in this world in order just to make the Igbo people not to rise up. He is the one that created the Niger Delta, if I'm not mistaken. That is Obasanjo. The Obasanjo is the tools that they have used in the South in order just to minimize us. That is Obasanjo. Whatever that is happening in the South is Obasanjo. Yeah. So that is what I am saying. So how long are we going to stay and be crying and talking and crying? If not, how can these people look to us, the great Igbo nation, and then they took NNAMDI Kanu that did not commit any crime. They took our NNAMDI Kanu that do not do anything, and then they lock him up, and nobody is talking. All our chiefs, all our elders, what they are doing there, they are kept quiet because of the politics. Well, the only thing that we are talking about now, because these people, their life has been used already. Most of them have passed their 60-year-old, and most of them are now in their 70s. All these people that have done this. So it is there for the children, the youth who are coming up. It is there for you to know if you want to have a good life or not. Because it is your life now. They have lived their own life. And it is the life of the youth that they are living, and they are playing ping pong with the life of the youth. If the youth will be so scared and so stupid that they want to, they leave them to get away with it, it is on them. But what I am telling you is that as far as Nigeria is concerned, believe me, there is nothing good that will come out of Nigeria for us. Because Nigeria has been wired in a way that we are going to be subjugated forever. That is it. Based on that fact that they want to take your land, based on that fact that they want to take the resources from your land, there is no way that they can give you the opportunity of survival. So I am calling upon all the youth of the Biafra. This is not all about the politics, but they will bring politics and they will play. And then when they finish, they'll give you 10,000 or 100,000 or even 1 million. How long can the 1 million just sustain you? What we are talking about is your life. We are talking about employment for you to get a reasonable job so that you can take care of your own family. You can have family like Obasanjo and train your family and get to that age. But now they have decided that they have to kill you by sending the police and the military. Then you are man just like an animal in the jungle where you are hunting. This is the hunting season and this is the hunting area. They want to hunt and kill you and wipe you out of this world. That is what they have done. You are asking not much. And this is the reason why they put NNAMDI Kanu in jail. Because NNAMDI Kanu is fighting for employment for you. NNAMDI Kanu is fighting for just a good road for you. NNAMDI Kanu is fighting for you not to be killed by the police and then the military, killing you like a rat on the road. NNAMDI Kanu is fighting for you to have electricity, common electricity. NNAMDI Kanu is fighting for you to have that is investment and industry so that you can be employed. NNAMDI Kanu is fighting so that they can come and clean your air. In the pollution, where they polluted all the air because of the oil that they claim. NNAMDI Kanu is fighting for you. It's not that NNAMDI Kanu is fighting to deprive anybody. That's not what he is doing. The guy is not doing anything just to get money personally for his pocket. Why is he in jail today? Even for the DSS that he is working for. NNAMDI Kanu is working for the DSS because, one, he is working for their children to have good life. He is working so that they will have a good, life like every other person that is in America. For their rights not to be trampled on. But it is still the same DSS that he is working for. That is the people that are putting him and then subjugating him. NNAMDI Kanu is working for the police. The police that is on the road, and every time they are on the road in the heat of the sun, in order just to harass people and make money. That is the only thing that the police do. And then police don't have a salary, they don't have even retirement plan. That's nothing. NNAMDI Kanu is fighting so that you will have a decent life and you will be treated like any police of the in the whole developed world. That is what NNAMDI Kanu is fighting for you. NNAMDI Kanu is fighting for everybody, even for the Hausa children who are on the street begging for food and everything. NNAMDI Kanu is fighting for you because the northern people have ruled Nigeria for all these years. But how did it come to you? Why is it that you are still begging on the streets? NNAMDI Kanu is fighting for the middle belt children. The middle belt children that have been done everything that they could do, but there's no life for them. They are still living in the refugee camp, their parents. Their parents have been uprooted from their home. So what crime did their parents commit for them to be uprooted from their home and now they are living in the refugee camp? NNAMDI Kanu is fighting for you. NNAMDI Kanu is even fighting for the people in Southern Kaduna and the Borno. The children that are going to school, their school now has been closed because of the bandits and then the Boko Haram and the herdsmen. That is the Fulani jihadists who want to occupy your land. They are kidnapping the children from the school, and then they are just children. Your parents that don't have money have to pay the ransom to them in order just to release you. And then if the parents pay that money to release you, where is she going to get the money to feed you? That is what I want to tell you. You are in the Southern California, you are from Bruno, you are from Zamfara, you are from the Niger States. And then we are talking about this. You think that it is something about the Igbos. It's not something about the Igbos. Igbos are the ones that have the guts. The Biafrans are the ones that have the guts to fight against this injustice. Where are your boys? Where are you, young men? You still have long life to live. Where are you? I am calling upon you. Do you like the life you are living in Nigeria? Is this something that is okay for you? But it is not okay, because when you are outside Nigeria, you would know that it is a punishment. And they will tell you, oh God, go and pray to God. Why are you praying to God? Praying to God and then for God to do what? God is angry at you. Why is God angry at you? Because God has just made Nigeria to be so wonderful so that you will have a good life. But the problem that you are having are caused by your politicians, and then you are calling the name of God. Every day you call the name of God. God is so angry. If God is your father, and your father have done everything he can do to better your life, and every time you come and disturb your brother, oh Father, please do this, then the father say, okay, I've done this, go ahead and then continue, I'll take care of you. Then you come back again to your father. Your father will be so angry when they say, what the heck is going on with you? So that is what I'm telling you. You think that everything is in the hand of God. No, it is not in the hand of God, because God have made that. This is the Nigeria, and the area, your indigenous area is the only place that was blessed by God with all the natural resources. China don't have what you have. Japan don't have what you have. Even Britain don't have what you have. America don't have what you have. The natural resources that is there is so wonderful. Even the human development, that is the intelligence that they gave to you. They didn't give it to other countries. But look at how all those countries that are doing, they are not worshiping God, because they are taking advantage of what God have, the letter that God have given to them. So I am calling upon you, my brother. Wake up. Wake up and do the needful. And if you are from America, you are here in America, you have seen the decency, you have seen the freedom, you have seen the good life in America. And then you know that definitely that we are fighting so that it will be good for our people that are in our area, that is the Biafra area, and the indigenous people in Nigeria. You know we are fighting, and this is the reason why we are fighting. And then you keep quiet. That means that God will ever punish you and punish your family. So I am calling upon you to do the needful. Please, I want you to support our ESN. Support the ESN, because that is all we have. Pray for NNAMDI'S Kanu. Believe me, do whatever you can do to protect yourself and do the needful. That's all I want to tell you. So, Mazi, God bless you. Thank you, Mazi.
Thank you very much. We do the needful. We always expecting ourselves to do more. Our leader is there. He has done all things possible. He has, he has done so much that we shouldn't be expecting much more from him. The question is, what if he had mortgaged us? What if he had sold us? What if he wasn't truthful? Where would we have been today? Instead, we are watching. We are not talking. We watch, we don't talk. My friend that called earlier was so emotional, so disappointed because of the behavior of our people. And I'm asking them the question, where are they going with the politics? The country is no more. People that have common sense would say, let's get together. Let's get ourselves together and put this thing in motion. And let's find a way. No. Instead, they go back. They go back to continue calling upon our enemies to come. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? Caller, your name and where you're calling from.
Good morning, Mazi Alozie. This is Dr. Tina. I am calling from my location, like my brothers and sisters say I am. engaged with what you're saying this morning, and there's a point that you made that I want to make sure that I say again. Thank you very much, Mazi Alozie, for everything that you do for Biafrans. And Biafrans all over the world, I want you to be encouraged. Our God is still in heaven, and He's still working for us. And I am saying from my location just to put a little smile on your face this morning, because everybody has been crying and weeping and praying and fasting. I want you to continue fasting, continue praying, but continue to maintain a little bit of a smile, because our God is answering our prayers even as we mourn and even as we pray and fast. But what Mazi Alozie said this morning that I wanted to make sure that I bring forth again and make sure that we consider it is that there was a time when a woman and a man in the house, a husband and a wife, used to be with each other and make sure to checkmate each other on several different points. If somebody's going astray, the other person will be the one to pull them back. But nowadays, we have gone so far astray, there is no conscience in a marriage in our Biafran people. A woman will go out and have business dealings with a malam, and the malam will boldly come into your household and flirt with you for the business. And your husband will be there, encouraging you to flirt with a malam so that you will make that business successful. What kind of business can a woman have and sell the soul of your family, and sell the dignity of your marriage, and sell the dignity of your family, and you think you are getting rich? Think about it. Women of the world, my location is the United States of America. We come to the United States of America as Igbo women, as Biafran women, and we work very hard. I am telling you, we work very hard even in school. We use our own brain that God gave to us, and we achieve many great things. Many of us are doctors. Many of us are lawyers. Many of us are great nurses with great degrees in this United States of America where we live. Many of our children, our daughters have achieved great things. I just wish that we will get Biafra tomorrow and will bring home our daughters of integrity. We have not sold any integrity of ours. In the United States, you don't do it by flirting with men or by flirting with women. We make sure that we get what we need with our brain and with our hard work. We are ready to stay up all night studying to make sure that we make the grade A that is supreme in America and pass that course and make sure that we get our degree. But our women have sold us at home, that we even sell our own husbands. We have our husbands do anything, go anywhere, just to make sure that they are equal and that they can bring honor, fake honor to our families by answering ego, by answering engineer, by answering Okaume. We are not those kinds of people. My mother did not do that for my father to become somebody. My father is a great man of integrity in my community. Great man of integrity. Because my mother held him high, and because my mother held herself high in that integrity. Never sold herself for anything, and never sold the integrity of my father for anything. Those are the people who raised us. How did we get so far away and become so based in our thinking that the way to make it in the world is by selling our own integrity and by selling our family's name and honor? My people, we must get back. I know we have something in front of us to make sure that we free Mazi Kanu from the hands of the Janjaweeds, from the killers and the people who have helped us debase ourselves. I know that's the first thing in our minds right now. But as we do that, we must also reclaim our integrity. We must also call ourselves back. We are Biafrans. We are Igbo people. Igbo people, we have integrity. There is a way we do things. It's not this way that they're calling us to. It's not this worldly way of selling ourselves, selling our souls, selling the integrity of our family to make money and to have fame in the world. That's not how we do things. Mazi Kanu is fighting for a Biafra nation that will have integrity, that will go back to our roots the way we used to do things, that will honor the father and the mother in the home, that will honor our ancestors by doing things the right way, by love of one another. Not that I want to be better than you, so I will kill you to become whatever I want to be. The place where our fathers were, where our grandfathers were, where they were each other's keepers. They were their own brother's keepers. If your brother is hurting, you take care of your brother before you go out in the morning. Let's think about who we are. Because if we start thinking about who we are, brothers and sisters, great Biafrans, if we start thinking about who we are, we will actually achieve Biafra. Even if Nigeria is still oppressing us. Let's get Biafra in our mind, in our soul, in our body, in our families, in our relationships. Then the real actualization of Biafra will be easy for us. Mazi Kanu is languishing in a DSS dungeon because of that. It's not because of we want to have a geographical space. The geographical space is very important so that we can go there and be safe. But the liberation of our minds to go back to how we used to be men and women of integrity, that is even the freedom that he is languishing in the SS dungeon for. I just even want to, that small point that you made, that everybody must have overlooked after you made it, to go on expressed again, to go on elaborated on. And that's why I called you Mazi Alozie. And I know that I always cherish what you're doing for Biafrans. Please continue your good work. And thank you, great Biafrans, for listening.
Thank you, Dr. Tina. Thank you very much for picking up on that. Thank you so much. Caller, your name and where you calling from? Caller, your name and where you calling from? Caller, your name and where you calling from? Go ahead. Yeah, we're not hearing you.
Yeah, hello, Mazi. Good afternoon. I'm calling from my location. My name is Kelechi.
Welcome.
Yeah, Mazi, thank you for your program. I want to greet all the Biafrans all over the world for standing up in a time like this. It's a very tough time with us. But freedom fighting is not a small job. We are out for this and we are out. We know that a time like this will surely come in our struggle. But at the end, we are going to prevail. Mazi, but there is something that I think we should also begin to think of how to do it. Because anytime I listen to radio like this, for some time I have not called because I have not been very happy with things that is happening. When I listen, we talk about law, we talk about diplomacy, we talk all of this good grammar. And I ask myself,
Who are we doing law with? Fulani. Who are we doing diplomacy with? Fulani. Does they understand what diplomacy is all about? Who are we even going to diplomacy with? The same United States that are selling weapons to Nigeria to kill us? Abba. Mazi, until we begin to do some crazy thing, we are not going out of this dungeon. That is it. Because these people we are dealing with, these Fulanis, they don't understand what diplomacy is all about. If bandits can get rockets that can bring down a helicopter in the zoo, why won't the whole of indigenous people of Biafra can stand up and if we need to contribute money, we need to burn down the zoo. Now, our leader was not in the court yesterday. Who knows whether that man is alive or they are just making our lawyers to tell us what we want to hear. All of these things, my head don't fool. Okay, if we are not going to bring down the zoo with what they have, sometimes some people say there is men are on ground. But if we are not going to get that, there is during the Second World War, all of us know what happened to Germany. Now, can any country in Africa be compared to Germany? And somebody will say Igbo land will bring. There is no peace without war. Everybody should know that one. The freedom is taken, is not given to anybody. It's taken. Each time, look at see our people have been protesting and protesting. Is it that the US are not seeing it? They just send is it a volcano jet or whatever to Nigeria? Is it 2 weeks ago to kill innocent people? Why they are sanctioning people because their police is stopping people who are protesting. For Nigeria, they are killing people. Nigeria's government are killing people, are burning houses every day, and kidnapping people in their houses. Some of us don't longer sleep at home because DSS is knocking out, breaking people's door every night, kidnapping people. And the US are not that people. People who are spending our money doing diplomacy for them. And they're the ones that get me crazy at one time. When somebody will just come and give us 5-minute broadcast, I don't need it. Mazi, what we need is action. Mazi, God bless you.
Kelechi, you have a way of saying things, and it makes me laugh. Kelechi, all things being equal, all things are not equal. What would have happened if something happened this way? It didn't happen that way. They want you to be a terrorist, and you don't want to be what they want you to be. You don't exchange views with them. You don't see eye to eye with them. And they have a charge or charges of him attacking police stations, which he did not. And they have started exposing themselves to the world that they have been lying. They have been lying to the world. Kelechi, do you know that these people went to EU, they went to US, they went to Britain, they went to all of us said these are the things we did. And now the people are beginning to understand that they are lying. What if you had succumbed to show how angry you are? They wouldn't have bought your excuse. Let them continue what they're doing. Everything has an end. We have we know we can stand them. You know we can fight them. But everything has time. We're not running away. They thought when they got hold of Mazi Chukwuemeka Alozie that IPOB will collapse. We are still standing. Oh, they thought that when they get hold of him, nobody will talk about IPOB. Now we are going stronger. We are like ants. You pull them down, they start building again. This is who we are. This is why we are Biafrans. This is why we do what we do. When it's time to act, we act. And nobody can stop us. Caller, your name and where you're calling from.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Good morning from here.
My name is Mazi. I'm calling on the way from work.
Mazi, you sound far away from your phone. You sound very far away.
Okay. So I'm with you. Mazi, I'm just happy with your broadcast this afternoon. You're not sick. Just I'm just feeling the happy. I'm just happy about it. Like what you said, just what you said at the first instance, that there are some certain things that the authority knows that we don't know. And I strongly believe on that, because personally, I know that there are some certain things that the way we do, the way we think that the way how everything happens yesterday, my express it wrong in a way. And probably, I believe that the authority is following it the way it's supposed to be. From our lawyers and the other personality we have into the system, I believe that everything is going normal. And I also want to give a little advice to our brothers and sisters here. I know everybody has been feeling the hate since that yesterday. I myself, yesterday, I was discussing with somebody. And the person told me that our lawyer we heard that our lawyer said that everything is in place, that yesterday we are coming to the court. Yeah, I told them that these people have what they normally do. So they can come out around even about 4 a.m. yesterday morning and they decide at our panel. We cannot just be full of horror. And the letter. My own told me that yes, I don't such a thing. So let us that yes, we are here in Nigeria and we know their wild attitude. We are saying that everything, all what they did yesterday, said they are still shutting themselves at the restaurant. You can put it in this way. So I advise everybody that let us not go next like that. I know that our authority is telling it from the higher rank of Ipob down here, everything is not going to the normal area. My prayer is that our leader going in the custody is by his grace. In as much as he is not all the way from Kenya down to here. I think he has spent some days before we know that something like that is happening. I believe strongly that nothing will happen to him. Thank you and God bless you, sir.
God bless you too. Thank you very much. The call number is +1 484767 0848. We are not short of people. We have people. We have ESN. They didn't bring out our leader. It wouldn't be a different issue. It would have been a different issue if they said, we can't bring him. But they say, okay, you're free to see him. His family members are free to come and visit him. Okay, we'll take you up on your offer. And from there we go. Caller, your name and where you're calling from.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning from here. Welcome.
Thank you, sir. This is Adobide. Thank you so very much. Thank you for all that you do. I know you hear it every day, but from the depth of my heart, I want to say thank you. I know that yesterday all of us were all hit by a brick wall. I felt like I was running and I hit a brick wall and I, got exhausted. But the reason why I'm calling this morning is we've absorbed the shock yesterday. And now we need to go back on Twitter and continue to tweet for the release of Women. Twitter is bigger than bomb. So let's continue to let the world know. They already know, but we cannot just lay back and let the distraction of what people are doing, saying, to distract us from doing what we're supposed to do. And we need to call on protest. We need to continue to protest. I know that the US hasn't given the okay to go, but let us call for protest. If we can do it weekly in front of all British embassies, Kenyan embassy, let's continue the pressure until London comes out. That is the contribution I have this morning. Thank you so much, David.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Caller, your name and where you calling from. Your line dropped. Your line dropped. It's good to vent. It is normal. That's the way of life. You vent. And when you vent, you relieve yourself of stress. We all encountered that yesterday. And it's a question of staying strong. Believe and stay strong. Caller, your name and where you calling from.
Thank you very much.
Mazi Alozie, good afternoon. It's Chinemere. I'm calling from
Welcome.
Please, thank you, sir.
Please turn down your radio.
Okay. Okay, sir. Sorry, sir. Mazi Alozie, please, I just want to, are you hearing me, sir?
I'm hearing you. Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you for all your efforts coming to encourage us, telling Biafrans to be strong. All of you people that are working in Radio Biafra, we really, really appreciate you people. It's not easy. And especially try to control the situation down. And especially what happened yesterday. Please, but I want to plead all Biafrans, please let us understand that whenever we come on air to speak, our enemies are listening more than us on Radio Biafra. They listen more than us on Radio Biafra. So we should not come to blame each other on Radio Biafra. We should not come to tell on how we will take action on this or that. Please. One of our elders has been telling us about this, to control ourselves whenever we come on Radio Biafra. We have Ipob all over the world. We are the highest and the biggest freedom fighting organization in the whole world. And we have families all over the world. So we should, any step we want to take, let us take it through our families to the head. Not coming on air to be telling enemies or they will be saying that we are making mouth. Because even our leader have already said it, that the world leaders, he has taken petition to different world leaders. And one white man called him and told him that, look, taking all these petitions where Ipob and our leaders right to many organizations is enough, that we should know what we can do. And immediately Mazi and Kanu and Ipob, they launch out ESN to protect our people. And it proved a lot of things in this our struggle. Please, let us go home. Let us go into our various family units to the head and do anything we can do, not to be coming on air and blaming each other that the other person talk nonsense or the other person is not saying the right thing, or we will do our enemies this or that. No, this will not help us. Please, anything advice, any caller will come on Radio Biafra to
to say anything, let it be an advice or any step we can take that is not insecurity issue. Please, in any other way, let us to be saying it. Let us to be giving any step we can take, not to be coming here to be blaming each other or saying that we will take this social action. Our enemies will be trying to be laughing at us. Please, this advice I want to take. Shalom, all hail Biafra.
Oh, hail Biafra. Thank you very much. Israel, your statement is well understood, and nobody will say what we are going to do on the radio. People voice their own opinion, and we tell them when you want to do something, do it on your own. If it's really what you want to do, you don't come on the air to say it, and we know that. So when people come and vent, I'll do this, I'll do that, that's fine. But saying it is one thing, because with the people you are talking to, they are ready. So they don't know what we are capable of doing. They have tried us, and each time they fall short. So we know who we are. When we talk as IPOB, we talk. When you talk as an individual, that's an individual statement. Caller, your name and where you call it from.
Hello.
Welcome.
Hello, Mazi Alozie.
Ndewo, go ahead.
Ndewo, good evening from Biafra land.
Welcome.
Thank you very much. Hello. Hello.
Mazi, hello. We are listening to you. Go ahead.
What I'm saying is this. We should learn from what happened yesterday.
Hello, your line is down. We learn, we know, and we move on. Nobody can dwell on things and then not think. We think and we do the right thing. Personal opinion is personal opinion. Caller, your name and where you calling from.
Mazi, thank you very much. This very word you just spoke right now, personal opinion, I just soft pedal some certain speed that I would have used right now, because there is this very song they said, those who walk bacha, also go bacha now, and you are coming here to tell us to calm down again, just like what I said yesterday. The only thing you can show to somebody is your brother and not your friend. And this Bible said, to whom much is given, much is expected of you. And if that much is not being enough, you will expect nothing than lamentation. Because right now, if there is nothing like a kind of, let me just say, the emissions or some areas to air some views and not capable of taking the needs, you will expect lamentation. Now, we are kind of trying to imbibe by the international law, which is fine. But what we are trying to kind of dodge has been implemented. Even you had a police officer yesterday in Abuja said that these people are proscribed as a terrorist. Now, Nigerians saw us as a terrorist. Let us now dig it out, because let me tell you, our videos, our posters, our pictures of murdered members of IPOBs and our families has been going viral on internet and everywhere. So, and these people have not been able to come out to tell them face to face that we are not terrorists, that they should call their people terrorists. Even in the zoo Nigeria, they call us terrorists. Even most of the politicians, our own politicians, which I have had already many times from Chris Ngige and some other people, that we are proscribed, that we are
terrorists, and you are coming here to tell us to step down. No, we're going to shame me. Our leader said that there is no any other way. That way is the only way, and the Fulani can never listen to you. They can never listen to you if not head on. That is eye to eye, head to head. Of course, you're gonna abacha. Blah 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 blah. Yesterday now is now coming down a bit, Before 2 to 3 days now, everything will come back to normal. And to whom much is given, much is expected, because they are trusted, and that very much is being given. Let them unleash the normal thing. Let our people begins to do what they're supposed to do. Don't come here to discourage people, because let me tell you, Fulani are moving freely. They are moving freely. This cry we have been crying, enough is enough. Killing our people is enough. Nothing like coming down. We are terrorists. Even me, I'm a terrorist now. I agreed. Being a member of Ipob to restore Biafra will make me a terrorist. I am a terrorist, even nationwide, because the international communities are not interested to quench this very fire. They want it to be. If they want to quench this fire, why is it that America are supplying weapons of war to kill who? To fight with who? If not Biafrans. They still supply recently to the Nigerian government. And you are telling me to calm it down, to do this. They are sponsoring the terrorists to be killing us. If you come here to tell us to calm down, my brother, the trying thunder will go fire you. In short, that thunder get epilepsy. Thank you very much.
Thank you. You've pointed your finger at something, and I'm glad you said it. Your brother is calling you a terrorist. Your own brother, who is aligned with the Fulanis, is coming back to call you a terrorist. And the proscription is from your brothers. And you had one of them like a parrot yesterday at the ground. There are things you could have done to him. If you had done something to him there, what would the world have seen? You're violent. But we are not shy of being called a terrorist. We are not shy of being called violent. But the key thing there is right time for everything. Right time for everything. We are not afraid of them. We have stood their test and they failed. So asking you to be a little bit laid back does not mean you're not going to act. Asking you to hold on and see what is happening. You can't fall into the trap. I'll give you an example. They said they did not bring our leader to the court yesterday. Everybody was angry. Had it been those in Abuja started jumping, breaking buildings, showing lawlessness to show how angry we are, and then they said we were making arrangement to bring him out. Some will bite, some will not. Your behavior have put them in a position where they say, these people did not fall for the trap. We are going to allow you to see him. We know what insult is. We put ourselves in that situation. And we are going to get ourselves out of that situation. Soonest. It's just the timing. Mature people will know what I mean by timing. You can't fall for the trap. You are not afraid of anybody. We are not afraid of anybody. Time is your greatest enemy. Time. You waste time, there will come a time will waste you. We know the situation we're facing. We know what we are facing. And we have crossed most of those thresholds. We crossed many of them. So anything you do now will be justified. But you're not going to tell them. You choose when you want to do it and what you want to do. Because they have tendered everything into your hands. They engaged in international kidnapping. Let the world deal with it. You might not even fire a shot. You want our leader. The international community is looking at it. So, saying be calm doesn't mean you're not going to do anything. We have a way we do things, and we do it the same way. And by the grace of Chukwuemeka Alozie, we are going to prevail. Biafra will be here, and we will all enjoy it. Caller, your name and where you calling from? Caller, your name and where you calling from? Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Yeah, Mazi Alozie, a very good evening from Warsaw, Poland. I remain a chronic and I have for more market in our province of Biafra land. Onyendu is our leader. We appreciate him, we love him, we are together with him in that dungeon. Fanaticals, radicals, men of valor all over the world. Appreciate all of you, our DOS, very intelligent DOS. We appreciate all of you and all the lieutenants of Biafra doing the needful. Yeah, Mazi, I don't want to talk too much. I just want to come and let the Biafrans all over the world to see what is happening in Olo and what is something that are happening in Biafra land. I am happy that Mazi Kinasa just tweeted it and put it in Facebook equally. Mazi, today, the same topic we are discussing, these people continue to invade our land. This morning they could not allow the two biggest markets in Olo today to open. They shut the market down. They couldn't allow the government to open the market. The Fulanis continue to try to control us in our own land because of their flavors. What was hope was in Imo State. And today he continued to send the army to attack our people in Olo. But trust our men, they repaired them today. They take them up to Isu, that's Omondo, Amanda, all those areas, and they escaped. So, Mazi, what we are doing now is not a matter of too much talking. It's for all of us to come together. When you know your left style, we must defend our land and defend it jealously, guide it very, very jealously. It's time of action, and we'll continue to help our men that Onyendu put in place, the ESN, the volunteers, in their respective camps, in their respective homes, and we equally continue to pray for non-government. Let you go. The need for quicken their action more than ever before now. Man, this is how I deal with it because I want to call. Thank you. I remain a chronic. There was it. Thank you.
Thank you, Ndeo. The call number is +1 484 767 0848. +1 484 767 0848. They are the ones that come to you, that continue to attack you. They are not attacking you based on their strength.
Yeah, Mazi, good morning.
Call your name and where you're calling from. Good morning. Welcome.
Yes, my name is Chukwuemeka, calling from Atlanta, Georgia. Good morning, Mr. Hello?
Yeah, welcome. We are listening to you.
Yes, good morning. Yeah. Well, I'm just calling to contribute from the program this morning. Yeah. So
I greet you, my brother, and respect our able leader, Mazi Kanu. He's still my leader. I do what I can from my side to support our struggle. The one thing I want to contribute here is I just want our people to understand that this struggle has changed. The game has shifted to another level. For example, during the time of ANC, during the time when Mandela was really arrested, ANC didn't went around the group, the organization, ANC, the caucus, ANC, they didn't went around that destroying things or panicking. They organize themselves, they have their own rules and regulations, they follow that, But other individuals, other citizens, South African blacks, they still, somebody can go and do something on his own, blah, 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 and we're angry of, how the blacks were maltreating our people. That's fine. They welcome that, But at the end of the stage that the situation reached, when the whole world started, putting their eye on the South African apartheid matters. So all the powers at the end of the time, they started negotiating the US, started negotiating with the ANC. They started meeting with Mandela in prison to ask him what the next step. So when each time they go there, because I've read about it, I lived in South Africa. So Mandela said, okay, you people should go, let me discuss with my caucus. Now the ANC do that. This is how they started negotiating. You don't just go, because if you go around the way our own case now, if our people started going out of the rules, all our organization, all our activity organization will not affect us. You go internationally, internationally. Everything is there, you don't have to do that. Our organization have passed that level. So everything, they should follow the rules. My own now is that if I'm in any issue, they come and ask me to work and want to send me that program and start processing the repatriation or whatever. I will say no. I'm not going to go with you. I'm not going out from this thing without referendum. So the whole game has shifted. This is not the time of, this is not the something of, started harassing or come to the radio, started making noise, you want to go and kill people. The government has to apply separate control. It's an international organization. You understand? And then you should follow rules. And I believe that our leaders in DOS, they know what they're doing. Everything is not by violence. It's not by violence. If you say violence, you can do that, but you have to plan it. If for our people, okay, now they're calling us the terrorists back home. So for our people abroad, started supporting that backing up that idea, they started destroying people, encouraging people to go outside and demonstrate and sign things and fight people without rules and regulations. So what do you think is going to happen to us here? The organization, personally. I don't support that. You should follow rules. And the rules, any person that is hurting in his heart, that say, okay, I don't agree, okay, go outside and do something, or do something. The Asians, some of the individuals, they go out and blow themselves up because of how they are treating their people, individually. The Indians does that. Indians does that. If you are an African guy, if you are a girlfriend, is hoping how our people are dying, do something about it. Do something. Don't just start calling on radio, start making noise. The organization has their own agenda, has their own blueprint, how they want to do things. One person, one branch of something, we can't just come out and start condemning the leadership. I'm not a club member by POP. But I understand what you mean by following rules. You understand? That you are not disciplined or whatever you are doing, because you know everything that I is us. Now, English is second return. So you get messed up. If any person that say that, okay, I didn't accept it, this is getting too much, go outside and decide that if I come home today, fine. If I don't come home today, fine. Go outside and do something. Do something. Do something. If you write your name with golden pen on our hero, God. Do something. Stop calling. If you say you're a man or woman that you still want to be a real Biafra, that you can't get with it. Do something. Do something on your own. But for the organization, and I believe that, and I accept in how they are doing things down. I don't believe in this organization, no. I believe because this is the okay. They should understand that this is the organization that will lead new generation. They will have their own ideology, how our people want to be. So I don't want to go outside without self-control. It's not without the type of Biafra we want to get. We need to show leadership. The Biafra we want to get Biafrans that use their brains. We don't act by emotion. Mandela was in prison for almost 27 years. Along the line, he wasn't just sitting in the prison. Then we have a lot of negotiation. That was the time those who go to Mandela to escape from prison. But the plan was to kill Mandela when he tried to escape. That was their plan. Mandela got the news that their plan, the plan of the Boers was when we open a gate for him to escape, they will kill him. He did that offer. There was a lot of offer against the ANC. Mandela picked that one man won't vote because he know that black has a lot of population. But in our situation, when we want this referendum, and this is what I want, this is what we want, and this is what I believe that's the reason you're telling them. It's a case another. I'm not going anywhere. This is what people have started with. Fine. I'm not in your head. This is what we want.
Thank you, man.
I'm very proud of you. Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Alright, bro. Okay, ready. Bye-bye.
Thank you. We are looking towards the end of the program. This thing has changed, so we have a way, we have our ears, we have our lawyers, they are active. So we go by the instructions they give. You know we have the means to to get things done. So, but when they are not playing by the rules, the world is watching them. There was one I read yesterday about the American organization that urged them to blacklist Mazi Alozie as a terrorist organization. Have you heard it from the Nigerian government? No. Have they said anything about it? No. You don't expect them to say it because it concerns them. Call out your name and where you're calling from.
Mazi Alozie, good evening.
Welcome.
I'm calling from a small here. See, initially I had a problem. Now, what I'm trying to say is this. What happened yesterday at the court is an unpopular to us. But I would want to advise our people, anybody that disobeys whatever platform Nnamdi Kanu forms is not doing Nnamdi Kanu a good service. Nnamdi Kanu, before this cartel is into now, has formed a credible platform, the DOS. We should listen to them. We should wait for them. We should listen to them because it is information made by Mazi, His Excellency. Anybody that disobeys or does anything contrary is doing it to His Excellency and not to any other person. We should wait. But we should understand that Mazi cannot eat from anybody. In that junction, Ireland, where it is now, I know for the past 10 days, he has not eaten. He cannot eat from any unknown person. such as DSS. He has been going the traverse of hunger. Our lawyers should act immediately and with proper hand and see him. On seeing them, he will be released. Mazi, you have been released. All the energies, all the wisdom to be camping. They should act fast and go and see him as it was agreed today. Now, the lawyers should communicate to JS on what is happening. And it is alarming that this our radio is now becoming a problem to us. Because everybody is not saying anything that is okay. This our radio is becoming problem. It is becoming problem. We should begin now to act in secrecy. Onye ọbụla nye abamba n'isi aka n'obi, ọ na-egosi ndị mmụọ ebe ndị ya dị. Anyị ndị Igbo ada abụ onye ahụ ka onye nwara ikpe. Onye ọbụla na-abamba n'isi aka n'obi, ọ na-egosi ndị mmụọ ebe ndị ya dị. We should learn from this proverb. Let us be cautious and let us be cautionary. Mazi Alozie, I thank you very much. May people catch you myself, our leader, His Excellency, wherever he may be or he is. Let him give Mazi the wisdom, the courage, the strength to fulfill whatever pressure that is coming to him. Thank you very much. May God bless AQB worldwide and all freedom lovers. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And at this juncture, we'll be coming to the end of this program. I said to be if there's an update from home, and there's none. And I thank all of you that called. We'll be on the air again tomorrow. Ingwa program tomorrow. They will be on tomorrow. So we are packed with programs. We are packed with programs, and we will continue to do the needful. Don't be afraid. They are leading us to freedom. For each mistake they make, they get us closer and closer and closer. Now you see what our leader meant. See what he meant. For each mistake, Biafra comes closer. I thank all of I thank all of you.